In this video, I'm going to show you that how you can create a Tesla landing page website design using AI tools called Midjourney AI and Chatgpt. We will begin by asking Midjourney AI to create a Tesla website design for us. Here you can see the website design. After that, we will ask the Chatgpt to write the content for our landing page, and then we will use WordPress to actually convert that design and content we generated using AI to a real web page. Make sure you watch the entire video if you want to create the web pages using the same technique that I used. This video is packed with tons of information, so before we get started, make sure you hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit the bell icon so that you will always get notified whenever I upload some new videos. So without further ado, let's get started now. So right here you can see that I have asked the Midjourney bot to create a landing page for Tesla. I have specified the Weebly just to see that how it will bring us results. I actually like the results that it has bring us. So for example, I want to upscale the result, which is right here, the version 1. So for that I'll click on U1 and it will upscale the version 1. So we'll have to wait until the Midjourney bot will upscale this. Upscaling takes some time, so we'll have to wait until the Midjourney will upscale this image. So we'll have to wait and see that how it will upscale this image. So right here you can see that it has upscaled this website design for us. I'll open this website design in a new browser, and here you can see that it has already upscaled. So that now we have this graphic right here. What I'll do is to use the Photoshop to get this image that we have right here so that we can use this image for the hero section of our website, and then we'll use all of this landing page using the WordPress, and we'll use Elementor for that. So right here you can see that I have opened the Adobe Photoshop. I want to create a new file, so I'll specify the width as 1400 pixels and I want the height of probably like 700 pixels. We can always adjust the height and width, it doesn't actually matter. So I'll click on create button here until we have this artboard right here. Now what I want to do is to open the image that we have created using the Midjourney AI. So there we have this image right here. First of all, what I want to do is to crop this image. So I'll crop this part right here. So I'm just cropping this image so that we can use this image actually. So I'll just crop this part from here. Alright. So now we have this part all cropped out. What I will do is to drag this image and I'll paste this image right here. Now what I want to do is to upscale this image until it will fill out all the area that we have right here. So I'm just upscaling this image. I hope this will not destroy the image quality. I'm not sure if it will destroy the image quality. So I have just upscaled this image and I am already noticing that the image quality is down. So maybe what we can do is to try to adjust this image right here. Right here. And now I can see something on this side, so I'll just upscale from this side as well. Alright. So now what I want is to remove this text from here. We will use our text widget in Elementor. So in order to remove this text, we will use this spot healing brush tool. We'll select this layer and I'll decrease the size of it, and then I'll choose this part until it will remove all of this text, just like this. So right here you can see that I am just removing this text. We can always create this text. So now here you can see that we have this image created and we will use this image actually. So now what I want to do is to just try to reduce this height from top and height from bottom, but I think the image is not looking fine. So what we can actually do is to copy this layer from here. I'll actually remove this layer and I'll go to image, and then I'll go to this image size and I want to reduce the width. I'll reduce the width to something like 1100, and height I want to increase the height to something like 650 or something, and I'll click OK here. So now we have smaller board here. What I can do is to paste the layer that we had, and now I can actually reduce its size I actually don't want to compromise on the image quality. That is why I have reduced the artboard size, so that we have kind of like the same effect on the Elementor landing page on WordPress. So right here you can see that we have this image ready, and if I go back in here and if we have a look at this landing page, this is how we had. So now we have this image for the hero section. What I will do is to save this image as JPG high quality. I'll click save, and on my desktop I'll save this one as hero image, and I'll hit save. Now if I go back on my desktop, right here you can see that we have this image. So we can now use this image to create our landing page. The next step would be to go to the Chatgpt and create some content for this landing page, because on this you can actually see that this text is not visible right here, and we cannot actually use this text. So I'll go to Chatgpt and I'll ask the Chatgpt to create some content for us. So here you can see that I am logged into the Chatgpt account. Here I'll ask the Chatgpt to write the content for Tesla landing page. So we'll just wait until it will create some content for our Tesla landing page. You can see that it has already started writing the content for the Tesla landing page. I hope it won't take much time, and we'll have our content here. So if you will have a look at this, it's saying welcome to Tesla, the premier electric vehicle manufacturer. Our mission is to accelerate world's transition to sustainable energy, and we have a long content here. We can actually use this content to create our page using WordPress. So right here you can see that I am logged into the WordPress dashboard. First of all, I want to change the theme, so I'll go to appearance theme. I can use this cadence theme right here, so I'll simply activate this theme, and then after that we only need a plugin, that is Elementor, so I'll simply activate this plugin right here. The next thing, so here you can see the Elementor is activated, so I'll just cross this, and then I want to go to these pages, and then I'll get rid of these default pages that are already there, and then I want to click on this add new button, and after that I can add the title for this page. So I'll name this page as home, and then I'll change the template to Elementor canvas so that we don't have a header and footer on this page. However, we will require the header and footer. So I'll hit publish on this page. So now we have this page published, and if I open this page, you can see that this is a blank page. So we'll start creating the Midjourney AI layout using this page. So I'll simply click on this edit with Elementor button here, and if I open this food shop, you can see that we have a hero image here, and on the top we have this Tesla logo here, and then we have some navigation item here and some of these navigation items right here. So here you can see that the Elementor page builder is loaded. We need to get some colors, so I'll use this color eyedropper tool. So I'll get some colors from here. So for example, for the hero section, I'll get this color. I'll copy this color code from there, and then I'll go back to my WordPress website, and then I will choose a layout for this logo. So for now I want to use this 3-column layout. So I choose the 3-column layout. I'll go to the style tab and then this classic, and I'll add a color. So now I've added the colors that we just picked up using the Photoshop. After that, what I want is to add some padding on the top. So I always use percentages. I'll use percentage. So I'll add 1% on the top and 1% on the bottom. After that, if you will have a look in here, we have logo in the center, and we have some of these navigation items towards the left and right side. So for that, what I'll do is to drag this text module or text widget right here. I'll align this one in the center, and now we need to understand that which font we want to use. So in order to decide the font, what I'll do is to go to Google Fonts so that we can decide which font we actually need to use. So I'll go to fonts.google.com, and we can actually see that which font we can use. So let's just have a look at some of these fonts. Maybe we can use this unbounded font or this Montserrat. I think unbounded will work fine. So I'll use this unbounded font. So from this typography, I'll click on this family, and then I'll search for unbounded. Unfortunately, we don't have this font available in Elementor, so maybe we can try finding some other font. So maybe we can try this Inter or Ubuntu. So let's just search for Ubuntu. Luckily we have this Ubuntu font available. We can change this color to the white color, and then right here we need to type in the name, that is Tesla. Alright, so now we have this placeholder for the logo here. I'll change its weight to 500, and after that I want to add some letter spacing right here. Once that is done, what I can do is to increase the width of this column. I want to have the width of 40 pixels here, and then I'll assign 10 pixels for this logo, and so that we have maybe I'll assign 20 pixels for this logo, so that we have evenly 40% width here, 40% width here, and the 20% width here. Alright, for the navigation menu placeholder, I'll use icon list widget here, and then I'll get rid of these icons, and for this one I'll name this home, and then I want to add 2 more items here. So maybe we can add home, about, and we can type cars, and then the important link here we can make it inline. So now this is inline here. We can add some space in between here, and then we don't have any icon, we have this text here. I'll change the text color to the white color, so that we have sort of like this color. After that, for the typography, instead of Roboto, I'll use this Montserrat font, so that we have the same kind of vibe for the font. Now I'll align vertically in the middle. I'll do the same thing for this one. I'll align it vertically in the center, and then I'll copy this one and I'll paste this here, and then I'll change the names. So maybe for this one I'll call it new arrivals, and I want to add one more thing here. We can call this one as contact, and then for this one we can call it request quote. Alright, after that what we can do is to align these in the center, and I can add some more spacing here. I want to align these items in the center as well, and I want to add some more spacing between these items. Now we have this header created. We need to create this hero section now. So in order to create this landing page, what I will do is to click on this plus icon, and then I will choose this single column layout. And then in the single column layout, what I want to do is to adjust the height, and I will assign the minimum height of 600 pixels right here. Then I'll go to style tab, I'll hit on this classic, and then I'll choose this image. Now I'll upload the image that we have designed using Photoshop. So I'm just uploading the images, nothing more than that. We have this image right here. I'll insert this image here, and then for the position I want to make it center, repeat, no repeat, and size obviously it will be cover. And now have a look at this. For the cover it's not looking just fine, so that is not a problem. What we can actually do is to increase the height. So maybe instead of 700 we can make it 800 pixel, or maybe we need more than that. So let's just make it 1000 pixel. Instead we can use view height, VH. We'll use 100% view height, so that we have this image taking over all the height as per the screen size. So now we have this thing here. What we can actually do is to add some background overlay. So we need to add a background overlay. For that I'll go back, I'll grab the color code that we have, I'll copy the color code, and then I'll go to background overlay, this classic color here, and then I'll insert the color. And right here you can see that we have a very lighter color overlay right here. Look at this area right here. This is not good because we have just removed it using the Photoshop, and I'm just doing this thing for the tutorial. Maybe you can do it more professionally. Alright, so I'll use this column right here, and after that I'll go to this layout option here, and for the column position I want to make it at the top, so that we have the content at the top. For the overflow, I want the overflow to be hidden. That is it. After that, we can start adding our content. So I'll copy that Tesla font from here and I'll paste it right here. I'll go back to the Chatgpt now and I will copy some of the content. So for the heading, I'll copy welcome to Tesla, something like this, and I will simply duplicate this one and I will insert some more text, the premier electric vehicle manufacturer. So that could be our subheading or the subtitle, whatever you want to say. I'll add some negative margin right here, and then after that I want to add a spacer here so that we have this text right here. After that, what I can do is to increase the size of this to 56 pixels, and I'll increase the size of this to 56 pixels as well, maybe 42 pixels. I'll make this one as 42 pixels as well. Once that is done, we have our headings right here. We need a call to action right here, but instead what I'll do is to add some more text. For that, I'll insert this text editor widget from Elementor here, and then I'll copy some more text, and I'll copy the text from Chatgpt and I'll paste that text right here. I'll align the text in the center and I'll change its color to subtle background color. Alright, now we have it here. I'll click on this main section here. I'll adjust the width to 800 pixels so that we have something like this. Maybe I can increase the width to 1000 pixels, and then I can add some padding around these. So in order to add the padding, I always use percentages. So from the right side, I can use 4 pixels on the right side and 4%, sorry, and 4% from the left side. So now we have this thing looking like this. The only thing that we need to insert is a button here. So I'll insert a button right here and I'll align the button in the center. And now what we can do is to add a call to action. I'll insert buy now as call to action, and then for the color I can click on this, and then we can go back to this Photoshop, and then we'll have to get a color code. So in order to get the color code, once again I'll use this eyedropper tool. I'll get a color code from there. I'll copy the color code and then I'll go back to our Elementor website. So right here you can see that I am back into Elementor. I'll insert a color code that we have just copied. What I actually want to do is to remove the background color from here, and then I'll add a border type solid in here. I'll add the border width as 1 pixels or maybe like 2 pixels, and then we can add the border radius of 40 pixels in here. And now for the hover animation, I want to add a background color of white color, so that, and then the text color would be the color that we have copied. Now when someone hover over, we have this kind of button transition here, but when I hover over, you can see that we have black border color here. So for that I'll have to change the border color to white. Now you can see we have this border color here, and now we can add some animation. So maybe we can add grow animation here, so that whenever someone hover over, the button should grow. Alright, now it is looking just fine. What I have to do is to reduce the spacer from here, and then I want to copy this spacer from here and I'll paste this spacer right here, and I'll reduce the spacing just like this. Alright, now let's have a look at this one. Alright, this is just looking like this. I only have to reduce the height of the spacer, so I'll go 5 pixels here, and now we have this thing looking just like this. Now what I want to do is to make our header transparent. So in order to make our header transparent, what we'll have to do is to change the color to the transparent color, and once that is done, we can go to this advanced tab and we can go here, and then we can add some negative margin right here. Once we'll add some negative margin, we'll have to add the z-index. So I'll add z-index 99 so that we have this looking just like this. Now just have a look at this thing. This is looking just fine. And now we'll have to adjust the height right here. So this is the second section. We'll have to select this is second section, and this one is the spacer. So I'll add some more space at the top right here. I'll actually get rid of this spacer, and then I'll use margin here. So instead of 0 pixels margin, I'll add 10 pixels of margin from here, or maybe we can use 20 pixels of margin. Now we need to adjust the image actually. So in order to adjust the image, we can use top center. And now if we have a look at this, this is looking just good. All right, we just need to insert some more negative margin here so that we don't have the white space at the top. And right here you can see that this is the hero section that we have created using this layout. Obviously the image is not looking just fine, but you can get the idea that you can create this kind of thing using the Midjourney and the Chatgpt and the Elementor. Now we only need to create this section right here. So in order to create this section here, what I will do is to go here and I'll choose 3-column layout. So now we have this 3-column layout. What I will do is to insert 5% padding on the top, and I'll insert the 5% padding at the bottom. So now I have added this padding here. I'll go back to the Photoshop here, and once again I'll use this eyedropper tool, and I'll get this color code, and I'll copy the color code from Photoshop, and I'll go back to the Elementor. And then in the style tab, I'll add this as a background color. So as you can see, I have added this as a background color right here. Now what I want to do is to copy this title from here, and then I can insert this title right here. The only thing that I want to do is to reduce the font size. Maybe I can use 26 pixels right here, and then we can use this text editor widget from Elementor right here. So now we have this text editor widget right here. If I go back here, we have a button as well, but the only thing that I wanted to, we already have created the button. So I'll copy this button from here, and I will insert this button right here, and then I can adjust the margin, maybe 10% margin. And then the only thing that I want to do is to reduce the opacity of this text. So now you can see that I have reduced the opacity of this text, and I want to do the same thing for this button as well. So for this color, I want to add this color, and for the font color and the text color, I'll add the same color, and for the hover, this is looking fine. All right, I can copy this same text and I can insert this text here. I'll copy this text and I will insert this text here, and I'll copy this text and I will insert this button right here. The only thing left here is to add this graphic. So in order to get this graphic, there are many ways to do that. So actually what I'll do is to get a screenshot for only this part. So I'll just get this part from here, and I'll save this thing as an icon on my desktop so that we can use that on our website. So I have already saved this. I'll go back to Elementor, and then I will insert this image widget here. I'll insert this image widget, and then I'll upload the icon type thing. So we have this icon right here. If you want, you can increase its width, but you cannot actually increase it too much because it is very small and looking pixelated. So right here you can see that we have this text right here, and then you can add some copyright text in here. I'll go back to the Chatgpt. I'll use some of the text that Chatgpt have created for us. So maybe all of our vehicles are designed with latest technology. So I'll copy this latest technology from here, and I'll insert the latest technology right here. And then this autopilot compatibilities, I'll copy this from Chatgpt and I'll insert this right here. I'll only capitalize this from here, and then what we can do is to copy some text again from Chatgpt, and we can insert that text right here. I'll copy once again some of the text from Chatgpt, and we can insert that text right here. So right here you can see that this is the landing page that we have just created using the Midjourney AI. ChatGPT and WordPress. The only thing left here is that we can adjust the width of this to something like 1000 pixels, or maybe you can go 900 pixels, and then you can actually increase the size here. So now have a look at this thing here. The text is actually not looking fine, but that is not a problem, but you can get the idea that how it is looking. I hope you have liked this video and you enjoyed watching this video. If you enjoyed watching this video, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit the bell icon so that you will always get notified whenever we upload the new video. Thank you very much. I'll see you in the next video.